Hello again. This is Wonder. She's one of the many apples I have in my orchard. She's still a green apple. She won't be fully ripe for a few more months. Doesn't that sound kind of strange? I'm using words that have to do with fruit. Doesn't that sound kind of odd? Something must be wrong with me if I would use words from one category in the wrong category. I'm using words like ripe and green apple, her coming to full fruition, like she's ready to be eaten. Using terminology like that would make you think I'm trying to assuage you and condition you to the concept of eating cats. Doesn't that sound weird? I would have to be bizarre to do that, take from one category and use words in another to control the narrative, to control your thinking. But you're used to that. Let me show you an example. Old English Dictionary. Grammar. In some languages, as Latin, French, German, English, each of the nouns and pronouns distinguished by the different inflections which they have and which they require in words, synectically associated with them, similarly applied to adjectives, and in some languages verbs, to denote the appropriate form for accompanying a noun of such a class. Also, the fact, condition, or property of belonging to such a class, the classification of language in this way. Okay, so the word gender has to do with grammar. Historically, most Western languages, how you used a noun in a sentence depended on what verbs were going with it and things like that, and you would write it down a little bit differently with a different suffix or something, whether it was in this sentence, this noun is being used as a masculine. In this sentence, it's being used as a feminine. That's grammar. That's the terminology of grammar. And that's what the word gender has to do with. So you're used to gender having to do with people and what sex they are or they want to be or whatever. Well, that's like me taking the language of fruit and applying it to my cats. Obviously, I'm mixing categories for a reason. I'm trying to control and steer your thinking in a certain direction.
Out of their minds 'cause they're drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all are out of your minds 'cause you're drinking the Kool-Aid.